Our anime begins with our main protagonist, world's finest assassin, taking out mafia group. Our main protagonist killed a few people but left the rest of the group alive. His companion insisted that he kill everyone at once, but he refused to do so. He departed with his partner since the organization had only ordered the killing of the 6 key members, and it's possible that this was part of their own plan to replace them. However, as they fled, a military drone saw them and notified the border soldiers. But, thanks to his high IQ, they are able to elude detection. After some time, he informs his superiors of his accomplishments while also announcing his retirement from the assassination business and his decision to become a trainer for young assassins. And to help him decide what to do next, his supervisor provided everything he needed, including tickets to Japan. His flight to Japan was hijacked, but in actuality, the pilots were killed and the controls were broken. As a result, he considered making a crash landing, but the organization had meticulously planned to silence him. After being betrayed and killed by his own organization, which he had served for his entire life, his soul was suddenly summoned by a goddess. There, the goddess offers him reincarnation in a world of magic and in a noble assassin family, but he must accept her one task, which is to eliminate the hero of that world. He agreed to the position because he was already dead and had nothing left to lose. The goddess then told him that he would have 18 years to complete her work after being reincarnated. Then the goddess poured all of the world's knowledge and magic, together with the hero's intelligence, into his consciousness. The goddess then reveals that the hero will save the world from the Demon King, but he will soon use his power to throw the world into chaos, and the world will be destroyed as a result. However, he learned that hero is unusually talented compared to others and also had 30 skills, although a typical individual can only have 5 skills. The goddess then provides him the highest status a human may have, as well as the ability to choose 4 of his desired elemental affinities and acquire 5 random skills that he can use to kill the hero. So the protagonist intends to finish the mission before the age of 18, but the goddess warns him not to because the Demon King can only be killed by the hero's hands. After everything was resolved, he was reborn as Lu to Ahadade, son of Kian and Asli to Ahadade, into the noble house of assassins. As time goes on, he gains knowledge from the Kian in both hand-to-hand combat and medicine. Obese serving laments its quick expansion. Lu underwent surgery to receive mystic eyes, which allow him to see a person's aura as well as distant objects. In addition, Kian set up a magic teacher for Lu to learn from, whose name is Dia. In an attempt to assess Lu's mana while teaching him, Dia used a crystal ball that could hold mana, but Lu's enormous amount of mana caused the ball to explode. As time passed, Lu discovered that one of his chosen skills was spell creation, with which he could create his own spell with the assistance of Dia. However, Dia's stay to teach Lu magic came to an end as time passed. Now, after some time spent hunting, Lu assisted a girl named Tart who was being pursued by wolves. Tart was abandoned by her own family, so Lu decided to take her in because she possesses the ability to use mana. After 2 years, Lu trained Tart in the same way that Kian trained him, but Tart lacked any special abilities, such as hand-to-hand combat with knives or daggers. The only weapon she was proficient with was a spear. But after watching her for 2 years, Lu came to the conclusion that Tar is not a spy and is rather a very honest person, contrary to what the Kian had initially believed. Lu was then given his next training task by Kian, who also wanted to test his abilities by having him battle himself. Surprisingly, Lu defeated his father, who was also known as the family's best assassin. Now that he had defeated Kian, Kian determined that Lu could assist him in carrying out assassination tasks because he was confident in Lu's skill. But one day while returning from his job, Kian reveals that he has made a forged identity of Lu while he was born as a legal Balor, son of a well-known merchant Balor. This is also Lu's final training exercise because he now has to disguise himself as Balor's son in order to learn merchant skills of information gathering and also to set up a trading branch that can gather information on his next target. As the story progresses, we see young Maha working as a tour guide with her friends to make money. But after being abducted, Maha and her pals were sent to an orphanage run by Tehran. From the outside, it appeared to be an orphanage, but upon closer inspection, Tehran was utilizing the young girls who had been abducted to sell them to Nobel in order to brighten their nights. Iliag learned about it and went to the orphanage with Tart to adopt one girl as his sister, which he chose Maha, but the director detained him for 3 days for preparation, but Maha knew that he wanted to sell her to a Nobel and use her himself. Maha tries to escape Tehran after learning that he intended to give her away to a Nobel for one night, but she was apprehended by one of Tehran's henchmen, but Lu arrived just in time. Lu apprehended both Tehran and his henchmen and saved Maha and her friends. So it brings an end to our video for today. It's only the first part of the video. To see the rest, subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon to receive the most recent updates. Until then, everyone be careful.